it's like you know what I'm about, baby.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Sakira, aka your favorite cosmic fairy, but you already knew that if you're not new. Welcome, you guys. We are getting into the collective reading for the full moon in Leo coming up on the 5th. Well, depending on when you're watching this, but it's happening on February 5th. So let's see what energies are coming towards us as a result of this energy. We're going to get into it. And we're going to start with the Osho Zen Tarot. I hope you guys are doing well. You know what? Also, you guys, let me shout y'all out because I gotta give the gratitude. You guys, like, I literally could cry when I think about how many of you guys are tuning in with the content. How many of you guys are, you know, showing me mad love. Like that's I feel it, bro. This is how I feel, you guys. Vulnerable moment. I hate this. Oh my god. I have no main water placements in my chart, so when it comes to emotions, you guys, I'm like, ugh. I cringe. But literally, you guys, like, when I count my blessings, you know how many times I count y'all? Guess. A lot. But I say that to say thank you so much, you guys. Like, my TikTok, oh my god, I posted a video. It's like a whole little story time. I posted a video. I went to sleep. I woke up. I'm like, oh, there's some movement, there's some activity, you guys. Like, it went crazy, and who knew the water signs cared that much? Like, yo, this is crazy. All right, you guys, let's get into the reading. That was me sharing the tea on what's going on with my life a little bit. But no, I really am happy, you guys, because I've been doing tarot for about I had a moment, you guys, I looked at the cards and like a download came to me. We're gonna get to it, but I've been doing tarot for about this year will make it like 3 years, and I don't know, like, you know, the road has been tough. It's not always easy to keep going when you feel like you want to give up, you know? And there were times, like, not all the time, but there were a few times that I felt like, you know, is this really what I should be doing? I had doubts, you know, but I overcame it. Here we are today, and now I got stuff going viral. So this is inspiration to you guys. If you have something out there that you feel like, you know, where's the success? Where's, you know, where's the movement? Where's the momentum? It's on the way, and we can get to the bottom of some limiting beliefs, right? And like, maybe we'll talk about it in Mindful Monday episodes, Instagram, tune in, right? Every Monday. Maybe this upcoming Monday, I'll do an episode about limiting beliefs on success. You guys, I don't know where this reading is going. I'm supposed to be pulling cards. I'm talking to the camera. I'm talking to you guys. You know what? That was like a whole sidebar, the little story time that I gave. I was trying to get back to where I was. I can't remember, but we're just gonna roll with the reading, you guys. It is what it is. I hope you enjoy conversations with me because I enjoy talking to you guys. All right. This is what I was saying. So I was looking at the schizophrenia card with suppression, limiting beliefs coming to the surface, right? Literally, you guys, limiting beliefs coming to the surface that have been suppressed, right? Maybe even from childhood, from years. But if you want, okay. Well, I want to talk about the full moon in Leo, but I'm seeing energies coming through, like transformations, you know, going with the flow, learning to go with the flow. It's almost like new energy coming online for the collective. I feel like too many of us have been in this energy of control, and now it's like learning to go with the flow, learning to, you know, almost like you're ascending to your vision, towards your dreams, towards your goals, right? But like, a lot of us, we try to control the path to what we want when we're meant to just align with what we want, if that makes sense. I feel like that's kind of what I'm seeing with the split energies. But let's keep going for the collective. All right, I'm gonna get another shuffle in, you guys. Let's talk about this full moon in Leo, because we had a whole impromptu conversation. It is what it is. Connecting with the collective, tuning in for the full moon in Leo. It needs to be heard, said, and honored, Spirit. Thank you so much. connecting with the collective. What do we need to know for this full moon in Leo? What energies are coming towards us for this full moon in Leo? What do we need to know? What can we expect for this full moon in Leo? The Fool. Okay. All right. Y'all seen that. Integration. Ooh. Anytime I see that card, you guys, I'm like, learning lessons. We're getting it. We're getting it. Because integration is literally like, all right, like you can go through an experience, and because you went through experience, you're wiser because now you know what certain things feels like or what it's like to experience whatever, right? But now integration happens when you take the lesson from that experience and now you apply it to your life. So with the Fool and integration, it's like new cycles starting as we are applying old lessons from whatever experiences we've gone through. And I heard recently, so you could have gone through things, you know, in your recent, I'm feeling like within the last past 12 months, my solar plexus is lighting up. Well, the last past 12 months could have been like a trial period for you, right? Solar plexus is willpower. You may have had to overcome obstacles, challenges within the last past 12 months. I feel like this full moon in Leo is helping us to release the burden so that we can now integrate the lesson and move into a new chapter for ourselves. But it's like, yeah, move into a new chapter. Whoa, look at this energy here. Oh my God, I'm gonna show you guys. Move into a new chapter with new energy, right? Having learned the lessons, integrate them. Now we're wiser and we're applying the wisdom. So we're moving differently, right? We're a new established, like transformed version of ourselves almost. Rebirth. Can I make this? Let's talk about it. I want to show you guys this energy. Look at the energy, right? Integration is bringing together the energies, right? Yin, yang, dark, light, masculine, feminine. It's integrating. It's a union, a harmonizing. That's what integration is, right? You're taking the lesson, now you're harmonizing it with your life. You're applying it. It's becoming one with you, right? Therefore, you are being birthed into something new. Inner voice, past lives. Whoa, we're going deep. Okay. All right, there's a lot going on here, you guys. Look, I didn't have intentions to be here for a while, but this might be a very long collective reading because I'm feeling to talk to you guys. Like this is the vibe. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you guys. Look at how the Fool going this direction, fighting was the last card that came out. Going that direction, integration in the middle with the yin yang, bringing it together. I feel like there's a part of us that you know, like our egos. With this full moon and Leo energy, whatever comes up for us, right? I feel like these are triggers that are coming up to help us finally move on from the past, or to release the past, or to move on from certain baggage, like emotional, energetic baggage that we're carrying with us. It almost feels like an energy where we're being asked to kind of confront these things and to let it go. And some of us are kind of confronting them, but we're still kind of staying in the energy of fighting, of resistance, of being, of battling the baggage, right? I feel like this full moon energy is going to help us to really release. And I also feel like we're going to be confronted with a choice. Like you can choose a higher timeline, or you can choose to keep fighting and battling certain demons, right? And as opposed to choosing to make your peace with them. Okay, let me get the unseen energy and then we'll go on to a different deck. Maturity. Okay, so again, you have the choice, the higher timeline. You've grown enough. You've been through enough. Are you mature enough now to integrate the lessons? That's what maturity is. I've grown through certain experiences. Now I'm taking the wisdom, I'm applying it to my life, meaning I'm not behaving the way I used to. I'm not thinking the way I used to. I'm not speaking the way I used to. I've matured. I've grown. I've elevated. I've expanded, right? So the unseen energy being this for this full moon in Leo is that I feel like it's really going to be a testament to how much we've actually grown. Like, look at it this way, you guys. If you've grown, look at this. Wait. I was going to say, if you've grown, then you will be able to master the energy of the ego. You'll be able to overcome that. You'll be able to integrate the lessons. You'll be able to move forward. If you have not grown, and this is no shade, no tea, no judgment, it's just where you are, then you will be again, you know, stuck with whatever baggage until you decide to release. That's neither here nor there. I was gonna say, we got flutes in the background for the sound bowl music, right? He's taming the lion with a flute. Listen, it's this energy. I'm just gonna keep using that word, you guys. It's the word of the night. Yes, I'm filming late. It's this energy. But I do like this energy a lot because it's giving vibes of, we're really, again, gonna see how much we've grown. We're going to see how much we've elevated. We're going to see exactly how much we've matured. And I feel like what we don't know is that we've grown more than we think. And that's on period. What deck shall we go to next? Okay. We'll do the Sacred Travelers Oracle. Connecting with the collective for this full moon in Leo. What needs to be heard, said, and honored. Okay. Narrow pathway. Overcoming obstacles. I was telling you guys, it's like the last 12 months you could have been overcoming challenges and obstacles. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. It's been a long road. If you truly learn to master the energy of all of those obstacles, what those obstacles came to teach you over however long that you feel like you've been struggling. And this is in, you know, apply this to whatever area of your life that you feel like it needs to be applied to. This could be applied to your business. This could be applied to your relationships. This could be applied to your finances. This could be applied to your friendships and your connections to people, right? This could be applied to, you know, your healing journey. Whatever this is, it could have been a long, tumultuous, challenging journey, right? If you've truly mastered the energy, if you've truly learned from what those obstacles, with what every up and down on that journey has taught you, then this integration will be a breeze for you. And I'm not saying you won't get triggered, and I'm not saying that it won't bring up things for you, but you will have grown enough to recognize that now there's a lesson in this. It's time to do the work. It's time to integrate. It's time to figure out what the lesson is, apply the wisdom to my life, and move forward on a new path or from a new perspective, right? New understanding. Or should I say overstanding, because he's high up on this cliff, right? That's you, collective. That's us. High up on the cliff, ready to take the leap, ready to do what we have to do. Okay. Connecting with the collective. What needs to be heard, said, and honored for this full moon in Leo? Okay, ascending the mountain, keep going forward. I'm telling you, we're high up, you guys, and it's only up from here. I feel like again, like you've been through, with that overcoming obstacles, right? Like you've been through hills and valleys, like the highs and the lows. But this ascending the mountain, like boom, look at this. You see, you got the hills in the front and then you have the mountains in the back. You've overcome the hills. But right now, this weekend, I'll say, or this full moon in energy, this full moon in Leo energy, this is the mountain. And that's what I'm saying. It's not like you're not going to get triggered. It's not like you won't feel the energy, but you have the choice. Have you grown enough? Have you matured enough to overcome these triggers, these challenges, these obstacles, and integrate the lesson of what it's coming to teach you, integrate the wisdom and apply it to your life, and then again, move differently, move accordingly, right? But the card says keep going forward, and I like that because I feel like Journey by Moonlight, Believe in Magic, this is really a journey. Like you guys are really, this is movement. This is what I'm saying. There's a flow here. But I was saying I like the fact that the card says keep going forward because that is that solar, I was going to say sacral, solar plexus energy, willpower, determination, personal strength, overcoming challenges, overcoming obstacles, like keep going forward. I feel like this is spirit coming through with confirmation that you have what it takes, we have what it takes to keep moving forward in a high vibrational, ascending the mountain, right? Going up. I'm also getting to like, take the higher road, like this may be a weekend. I keep saying weekend because it's happening on the 5th, but again, whenever you see this may be a time, this full moon in Leo, where you may need to be the bigger person. Hold on, you guys. Take the higher road. Navigate by the stars, follow your bliss. If it comes back out, I'll take it. But this is what I'm saying. It's like being the bigger person and kind of making sure that, again, you have a choice and you're choosing the higher timeline. Okay, last card for the collective for this full moon in Leo. What can we expect? What energies are coming towards us for this full moon in Leo? One card. Taking shelters, the answers are within. Thank you. Grounding, go deep and explore your roots. And I like that this card, what's the back? Reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. Before we get into this pairing here, how this card fighting goes with this grounding energy, right? I like that for this full moon in Leo energy, it says reaching your destination, right? Because again, keep moving forward, ascending the mountain. A lot of us are looking to become certain versions of ourselves. And I feel like this full moon in Leo is going to help trigger us into that. Let's put it that way. Be prepared to deal with an ego, yes, right? But for a lot of us, especially if you're tuning in and you're watching this, I feel like you guys are on that higher vibrational timeline where you're going to be mature enough. You've grown enough to choose better, but not better in the sense of what's best for someone else, but better for yourself. What is the highest vibrational energy, behavior, mind, or thought process for you, right? Make it make sense, collective. This is what I wanted to say. So grounding says go deep, explore your roots, and this came with fighting, or it's like next to fighting, right? I like this because it's like when your ego comes up, it's going to be a chance for you to explore what this is so you can finally release it. The baggage. What is the baggage? Let's identify it. Let's face it so we can say bye-bye to it. And I feel like that's what's happening. Some of you guys, as your ego comes up, you're going to take that opportunity to go deep, find out what's going on, look for the hidden gem, aka the lesson, aka the blessing, right? And then to integrate that. So that when you take this new leap of faith into, I'll say even a new timeline, a new way of being, it's coming from only the most optimal place, like the most genuine, the most highest vibrational place. Because again, you've grown, you've matured. You got this in the bag, collective. Let's see. Do I want to do tarot or do I want to do surrender? For the collective, they're saying tarot. Okay. Tarot cards it is. Tuning in with the collective. For this full moon in Leo, what do we need to know? What energies are coming towards us? What energies are surrounding us? What energies are supporting us? For this full moon in Leo. You guys, as I was getting the cards out earlier and I was like getting the decks ready to film, I kept saying full moon in Cancer, and I'm like, after the third time, I'm like, oh my God, why am I saying full moon in Cancer? I don't know if the Cancers, because the water signs have really been in tune with me lately. Like, I don't know if I've been tapping into y'all souls or what, but Cancers, you guys might feel this, and I don't have any like astrological basis for this, but intuitively that came to me for a reason. And then I immediately thought, like, is this going to be affecting the Cancers? Like, I don't know. Maybe you guys are going to be doing a lot of releasing. Just what's that? A sidebar. I was gonna say for the Cancers, you see what's going on. For the collective, what needs to be heard, said, and honored. 8 of Cups in reverse. Ooh, those attachments that you couldn't walk away from. It's okay, collective. We've all been there, right? And apparently we're going there this weekend. This full moon in Leo is bringing it up. The 4 Swords in reverse. The 6 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. The Page of Cups in reverse. Whoa. This is what I'm saying. It's not that we're not going to be dealing with triggers. Yes, I'm very happy for the fact that we've grown. I'm very happy for the fact that we've matured. I'm very happy about the fact that, we've elevated, collective. But that is not to say we are not going to be dealing with triggers during this full moon in Leo. And all these cards being reversed are just kind of confirming that for me. Like, the energy is going to be intense. But again, it's not it's intense because that's how big the lesson is. And then that's how big the transformation of you on a personal level will be. Take it for what it is, right? It's a process. Justice in reverse. I can't make this up. I feel like there's going to be some serious correction of like an imbalance. We're going to talk about it, but let me get 2 more cards. 4 Pentacles in reverse, which I like, because now we're releasing. Now all of these reversed energies are now being released. And let's seal the deal. 1 more card for the collective with this full moon in Leo, please. 1 more card for the collective with Page of Wands, a new spiritual journey, a new spiritual beginning. I love it. I love it. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So you guys, I'm not going to lie to you. Energies that are coming towards us this weekend, this full moon in Leo, 5 of Pentacles as the overall energy. Be prepared for either you or someone around you or people around you, right, to want to play victim, to be living in this woe is me kind of energy, to be living in lack. Also be mindful that finances definitely could be affected by this full moon in Leo. So be mindful of like overspending and stuff like that too. That's the message. But I feel like people around you or yourself, you may find that, you know, generally there's an energy floating around of sensitivity. When you play victim, you're very sensitive to, you know, criticism. You're very sensitive to commentary from other people. You're very sensitive to, you know, people not showing up for you in a certain way and people showing up for you in certain ways that you don't want them to. And I'm getting just a very sensitive time, right? Again, it's the woe is me. Everything's wrong. Everybody's wrong. It's everybody picking on me, or it's everybody against me, or I'm just by myself. Also, abandonment wounds may be highlighted this full moon in Leo as well. Full moon in Leo is, well, Leo itself is a sign that likes attention. Full moon in Leo to me gives me vibes of like releasing the ways in which you didn't feel tended to. You didn't feel like you got the attention you needed, be it from family, parents, a loved one, whoever it is, a partner, a friend. Like, I feel like this is like, I didn't get the attention I needed. I didn't get the validation I needed. Whoa, so many messages coming through. Maybe that's why all of these cards are coming out in reverse. My solar plexus is on fire. Let me drink some tea, you guys. Whoa. I feel like this is heavy, heavy, heavy releasing. Let's read the tea bag. Master the unknown by knowing your deepest self. Can we get a word from Yogi? Wow. This is what I'm saying to you guys. It's like that fighting and then go deep and explore your roots. Master the unknown by knowing your deepest self. Mastering the ego, mastering that old part of you so that you can ascend into a higher timeline, into a higher frequency. A lot of you guys, you want to manifest things. This is the way to do it. You're changing your reality by changing your energy. You attract what you are. The more baggage you have, the slower your vibration, the more it weighs you down, the slower your the lower your frequency, the slower your manifestations attract towards you, or I should say you gravitate towards them, right? Because we magnetize ourselves towards different timelines based on what we're energetically, why am I stuttering? Based on what we're energetically carrying, what we're energetically walking with. And so I say all of that to say, a lot of us, our manifestations are going to be coming towards us a lot faster after this full moon in Leo energy, because we're going to be releasing a lot of dead weight, basically. 10 of Wands, this-ish. 8 of Cups in reverse with the four Swords in reverse. I feel like this is a weekend, or I'll just say a cycle, full moon in Leo, an energy that's at present, where all of the things that we've had a hard time walking away from, all of the things that we've been overthinking, all the things that we've attached ourselves to, not only on an emotional, level, but mental attachments as well. We've put things and integrated things. Whoa. We've integrated things into our identity, right? And I'm talking about, like, let's go deep here for a second, collective, right? Let's say that you work for a company and you want to start your own business, but you're so attached to this company, and let's say the business you're starting is not a business that maybe a lot of people feel like, will go far. They don't really believe in the concept, whatever, right? But you believe in it. It's something you're passionate about, but yet still to pay I don't like the word bills, you guys. We don't say be ill. We don't use that language. So let's say to pay your affairs, your monthlies, you have this other job, right? But let's say this job is not a job that you're happy with. It's maybe a job that you're telling yourself, you have a limiting belief that's convincing you like, I have to stay at this job because if I don't, I'm not going to have money. My business is not doing well enough yet to support me. Like all of these things that are within your mental energy, right? That's kind of what I was saying with like the mental attachments. You've attached that into your identity now. It's like, okay, this is who I am. I'm the person who can't quit this job because I won't have enough to support myself because I'm the person with a business that's struggling. All of these things, right? Again, Six of Wands in reverse. This is literally success upside down. The business that's struggling. For a lot of you guys, this is a failing relationship. This is a failing business, or a business that's not taken off yet, or a relationship that hasn't fixed itself yet, or family issues that haven't mended themselves yet, friendship issues that haven't mended themselves yet, moves that haven't been officiated yet, right? Like purchases that haven't been officiated yet. Just things that it doesn't feel like it's not working. It feels like it hasn't happened yet, or it's not happening according to what you would want it to be. But again, this is that energy of something's not working out in my favor. And a lot of you guys, this is perception, especially with the Four of Swords being right before, perception of failure. In your mind, I don't have what it takes to be successful enough to, in this example, quit that job and focus on my business and attract enough financial prosperity in my business, right? I don't have enough to, let's switch this to love. Let me see how this can apply to love for a second. So maybe this is a connection that some of you guys are debating walking away from because you don't feel like it's leading you to emotional wish fulfillment, or to where, like, you don't see a successful outcome for the connection. But again, limiting beliefs, maybe this is not the person for you, but what, because of this experience, what limiting beliefs have been triggered for you now? Do you feel worthy of love? Do you feel like healthy love exists for you? Do you feel like there is a connection out there for you or do you feel like, let's say this is the person for you. Do you feel like this connection can be worth something? Is it worth fixing? Do you feel like this connection can improve? Like nothing is beyond the human psyche, you guys. I have cat hair on my face. Nothing is beyond the human psyche, you guys. Like, this is literally an energy where your mind is limitless and you can manifest, you can be, do, or have anything you want. Sky's the limit, right? And so I was going to say, I promise. I don't know where that came from. Like, I saw myself do it in my head. Spirit has a sense of humor. But literally, you can be, do, or have anything that you want. And so when you have limiting beliefs like, my relationship will never improve, this person will never change. It's not that they should change for you, but they should change for themselves because, they want better. They also want to integrate and mature and grow, right? You see how I did that? But I say that to say, you guys, because I'm going off into example land, which I love. But for the sake of time, let's bring it back to the cards. A lot of perception of failure in whatever respect of your life or aspect of your life that it applies to, right? And it results in like this shutting down of the heart, or like this closing of, or blockage, I'll even say, in the heart chakra. With the Page of Cups being in reverse, it feels like, being open to emotional wish fulfillment is kind of now off the table. And I feel like that's what it causes this tension. That's how real it is. It causes this tension, this fighting, this ego to kind of, oh my God, I'm stuttering, to kind of flare up, which is why you will need to ground yourself, to go deep, to explore your roots, because this is coming from an imbalanced Justice in reverse. And Justice is it's a major arcana, right? So it's big energy. This is a spiritual lesson coming through. And this is what I was saying. It's like ascending the mountain. Spiritual lessons are being learned so that you can integrate the spiritual wisdom and apply it to your life. But with Justice being in reverse and then the Four of Pentacles, the lesson is detaching. And especially with the Eight of Cups being in reverse, the lesson is definitely detaching. I feel like a lot of us are detaching from old ways of doing things, old ways of being things. Some of us detaching from, you know, certain connections, friendships, relationships, partnerships, whatever, job situations, home living situations. We're detaching, and it feels emotional and energetic and mental. It doesn't really feel physical. It probably leads to physical, but I feel like it starts off as energetic, again, mental and emotional. I feel like there's a releasing that leads to Page of Wands, new beginnings, right? First of all, new passionate beginnings, but also Wands corresponds to ether, to spirit, to fire. So with that being the element, I feel like it's a new spiritual beginning. Like you learned a lesson, so now you think of it this way. You know when you're playing like a video game, right? And you beat the previous level and then you have to start the new level. When you start the new level, you're a beginner at that level. That's the page. Beginner at whatever level of life you are currently processing. And I feel like that's what's going to happen. It's like a release for Pentacles in reverse and then a brand new beginning, which I like. I feel like there was something I wanted to say here though. And now I feel like it's not coming to me. If it comes back, you guys, we'll go there. But let's move into the surrender deck and see what we will be releasing or surrendering to with this full moon and Leo energy. Connecting with the collective. Connecting with the collective. I feel like there are surrender comparisons with other people. For some of us, the perception of failure is compared to what other people have, what other people are doing, what other people are pursuing, or what they have going for themselves. Like if it's relationships, it's like my relationship doesn't look like this other person's. They look happy, they look like they're in love, they look passionate, they look romantic, they look whatever, right? Also be mindful of like social media relationships. A lot of people get caught up in what a social media relationship looks like, and a lot of people do that for clout. So don't really get caught up. That's a whole sidebar, but I feel like it's necessary. Don't get caught up in what it looks like to be in love on camera, right? Being in love it's specific to the couple. Everybody's in love is going to look different, right? So no need to compare yourself with others. But even if this is business, if this is, you know, job status, if this is finances, if this is, you know, family. My mom loves my sibling more than me. Like certain things are coming through. I feel like this, and boom, that's going back to that energy of Leo attention. Like my mom or my dad gave that one more attention than me. Some of those wounds could be highlighted this weekend. Insecurities coming up. Perception of failure coming up. So many things. Look, but journey by moonlight, and it's a full moon. It's a full moon. Listen, spirit, believe in magic is what it says. I don't even think I spoke on that card, you guys, but let's go there for a second. I do feel like this is an energy where believing in magic is what's going to pull us through, because magic is basically belief in the impossible. Remember I was saying those limiting beliefs that tell you that you can't be, do, or have whatever it is that you want. Those don't exist. Sky's the limit, right? Believe in magic. That's what this full moon is coming to help us integrate. That anything and everything is possible, which I love. But you're not going to be thinking about anything and everything being possible if you're comparing yourself with other people. Let's read this for a second. So it says, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. And that's on period. Like you are you, and you have a value, collective, whoever you are watching, that is priceless, to put it simply, right? No one can be you. No one can do you the way you do you. No one can do what you do the way you do it. Like you are you. And that is something to be valued, because you're going to leave a unique imprint on the world in the way that you personally are meant to. I say that to say, I feel like anything highlighted around insecurity with the self, with confidence, solar plexus energy, that's also going to be highlighted this weekend. But again, so we can integrate, we're going to be fighting with ourselves and even maybe projecting onto others and fighting with them, or vice versa. They could be doing this to us, but mastering, being the bigger person, right? Rising above. You have to surrender to your intuition. If it comes out again, I will take it. But let's get one more card for the collective. One more card for the collective. I like this. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be healed when you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Some of you guys connecting with your guides, your ancestors, your angels, those that walk with you, love you in the spiritual realm, that might be of benefit to you this weekend. Some of you guys, this may be triggering to the point where you may feel like you need spiritual support. And that's not a bad thing, and that's not to scare you, but it's like sometimes we just need that reinforcement, right? Like we need that love from the other side, especially if we're going through triggers alone, or, we don't want to involve other people in our negativity. Because a lot of times, personally, I will surrender stress. Yeah, I will suffer in silence, right? And not literally like internalize it. I'm working on not doing that, but suffer in silence as far as like whatever is going on with me, I will work on it in my, I don't want to say my spare time, but in my own personal space. Like I don't like to bring drama to the doorstep. You know what I mean? Like if people are around me, I prefer to like separate myself, go in my own little corner and go deal with myself. That's how I am. But I feel like when you do that sometimes, and you're really sitting with self, a lot of times, for me, sometimes I don't have enough clarity depending on how emotionally or how triggered I am in that moment. I don't have enough clarity to kind of understand what's really going on. Surrendering to prayer, sometimes you just got to turn it over, especially with fighting coming up. I feel like it's going to be an internal battle for us. Not again to scare you, but the triggers are going to come up because this is a powerful time of integration. Let me read Surrender Stress, and then we'll move on to blessings and then a crystal. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Remember I was talking about releasing the dead weight? That tension, it's like energetically when you release, do you know that your body physically responds and reacts to that releasing? Right? You may notice that your muscles relax more. You may notice that certain aches and pains that you had, they no longer bother you, right? Like certain things really come up as we are releasing, and then when we purge the energy, again, our DNA, our physicality responds to this energy because our body responds to our mind, not the other way around. Our body doesn't just do what it wants. Our mind tells our body what to do. And a lot of times we have subconscious programming running that contributes to a lot of the things happening in our bodies, and we're just not aware of it, right? That's a whole other sidebar, but that was just food for thought, right? Like you'd be surprised what you'd feel when you release on that kind of level. I was going to do crystals, but let me do blessings. Yeah, and then we'll get into crystals. Okay. Connecting with the collective for this full moon in Leo. What needs to be heard, said, and honored? For the collective, what needs to be heard, said, and honored for this full moon in Leo? What are the blessings supporting the collective at this time? What are the blessings supporting the collective at this time? For this full moon in Leo, what are the blessings supporting the collective at this time? A blessing for good work. I like that. Because remember I was saying some of you guys, it's like perceived failure. I feel like you guys are actually going to be doing good things, or you're reaching your destination, you're getting to where you need to be, but you may perceive that nothing's happening, that you're stagnant and there's no growth, there's nothing, going on, but vibrationally, energetically, things are happening. And I feel like a blessing for good work, you're being supported to do your best. For a lot of you also, a blessing for good work is like shadow work. It's inner work. It's inner child work. It's self work, right? A blessing to do the work to integrate, right? Let's see. Any other blessings supporting the collective? A blessing to find the truth. So the clarity definitely coming through. A lot of us are going to be seeing through the illusions, through the perceptions and distortions, or distorted perceptions, I'll say, that we've had that told us that, things aren't working out, that we're failing, that, you know, we can't open up our hearts, that we have to shut down, we have to close ourselves off. I feel like there's an opening up that's happening, and it's happening because we're getting clear. There's some type of awareness that's happening. And again, the awareness could come from once you realize you're triggered, and you go deep and you start exploring what may have caused that, or where that may be, what that might be rooted in. Let's put it that way. One more blessing for the collective, and then we'll get a crystal to close out the reading. Something I think flipped. A blessing for solace and hope. And I like this because a lot of us, again, that victim energy, that woe is me, the world is against me, everything's going wrong, the universe doesn't love me, that energy is coming through. And I feel like the blessing that's supporting the collective is hope, for solace, which is peace, right? To believe, to have faith, believe in magic, but also to have peace of mind as you are working through these energies. I feel like that's what's really important. A blessing on your family. So again, those family ties, family connections, I feel like the triggers might come up. I was saying, you know, mommy with the siblings or daddy with the siblings. Like, I feel like there is I see it like, you know, somebody's playing favorites, or like, I don't know. It's like favoritism or bias or something, where somebody feels like they're not getting enough attention, they're not getting enough validation where they feel like they should be, right? Wounds around that, or if this is not what happened to you recently, then this could be from childhood, right? From your past. And I feel like just wounds that you need to finally deal with are going to be coming up for this energy. But let's see what crystal is going to be supporting the collective at this time. Hedonite. Okay, that was pretty. Let's see, you guys, this is such a sidebar. I had pulled some cards when I was getting these out, and I pulled a crystal for myself, and I got like 4, but I saw this crystal called Canvanite, I think, or Canvasite, but I think it was Canvanite. I gotta get me one of those, or a couple, because I said, hold on now. Powerful. Let me see, smoky quartz. Okay, can I get a crystal for the collective? What would serve the collective well? Whoa. What crystal would aid the collective with this full moon in Leo energy? For the full moon in Leo, what crystal would support the collective the best? Green calcite. I love it. I love it. I love it. I actually need to get another one. I had one, a crystal, and I gave it away to a client when I was doing a reading because he needed it more than I did at that time. Bless. And I was like, look, it's going to be what it is. And so now it's just interesting. That's what it makes me think of. But let's get into it. So this is what it looks like. You guys know I got to fix the cards. Give me a second. Nothing changes. I'm still a Virgo. It is what it is. Okay. So green calcite, what it is. Green calcite is the emo, honest to a fault, believes in storybook endings, tree hugger of the calcite family. Who needs it? Anyone who finds themselves lost in the forest of doubt without a map. Libras. With that justice energy, Libra, right? Where to put it? Against your chest when making important decisions regarding how you want to spend the finite, precious time you have on earth, when to use it, when your heart is asking for something, but you aren't listening. The heart wants what it wants. The mind wants what it thinks the heart should want. Call on the energy of green calcite to nudge that push and pull in the heart's favor. Live out your heart's desire with green calcite, which sounds like integration to me. That push and pull. Listen, you guys. I'm gonna leave it right there. That's what I have for you, collective. Thank you for vibing. If you enjoyed this reading and you feel like this helped you, or you got some clarity, or you feel a little bit prepared to deal with the energy or to overcome some of the challenges, right? Comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this. I love hearing from you guys. Again, I'm so grateful for all of the love that you guys are showing me on the socials. Keep going. I comment back, I promise. If you commented on TikTok, I haven't gotten back to it yet, you guys. I did like the first set, but they keep rolling in. I'm not complaining. Keep them coming, but it's taken me a while to get back to everybody. look, mama, I made it. Like, that's how I feel. You guys, I'm in this here. I'm babbling. Let me drink some tea. I could have really did this off camera, but you know what? Why not? Okay. Until next time, you guys. I love you so, so much. Good luck with this full moon and energy, full moon and Leo energy. You guys can overcome. You can do it. Again, until next time, peace out.